So I'm telling you, Josh, I don't know. I keep finding myself right now as the cigar is smoking down into the middle, into the body of the cigar. I'm liking this West Coast. I just think the blend is right. You know, I'm a guy who's into all kinds of full body stuff, and I know you do too. You look for all different types of flavors, but I like what he did here with this West Coast cigar and the flavor of it.
It's perfectly blended. It's amazing, and I mean, you get the full flavor of it. You get every aspect of it, and it really is just so consistent through the entire smoke. I mean, so far it's just been amazing. It's burning perfectly. It's completely even. Haven't had any problems with it at all.
Look at the ash on his West Coast cigar right here. I mean, I'm knocking my ashes off as I'm going back and forth. So, I mean, both of the cigars, construction-wise, hold their ash unbelievable.
Yeah, perfect.
Unbelievable. You know, I spoke to Pete about these cigars, and you know, he says that he uses Ligero in both of them. He just switches the type of Ligeros that's used in them, and you can really taste the difference. I mean, this had the East Coast cigar, which stays lit. I mean, this is unbelievable.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, look
I've
at
been
this.
smoking out for the past 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, me too. I mean, just back and forth pretty much, and I mean, but you get a complete different flavor from both of them. I mean, they both use the same wrapper, but they both have.
I taste a little Corojo.
Yeah, oh yeah.
In the East.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, and I've always said I'm a big Corojo fan, and I think that's why that Corojo get you right here kind of flavor. You know, and
it really does.
I really like it. And in comparison to the regular Havana line, which he uses no Ligero at all in that blend, which to me is a fascinating cigar. That's what blows my mind about Pepin. How the fuck does this guy constantly make great cigars? He doesn't put any Ligero, but you would mistake that cigar for having some sort of Ligero in it.
You can swear that there's Ligero in it just by the.
But there's not. There's not. But he has them in these.
Yeah.
And you know, that's the difference, guys. When we talk about the Red Label and Havana line, and we talk about the Zona del Este and the Occidentalado, the regular Havana line, the regular Red Label, the one De Angelis that got the 93 rating, what other sizes do they have? The Nobles, the
Aristas,
the Aristas, all those different sizes. I mean, it's an unbelievable cigar. I mean, I catch myself throughout the day. I'll smoke 8 cigars, and probably 4 of them are Red Label. I mean, I smoke the Red Label. I don't like to touch the Brown Label because, you know, it's hard to get, and it's a tough allocation, and it's only made for 120 stores, and those cigars are made out of Miami. But let me tell you, this fucking Nicaragua represents, man.
Yeah, well, it's complete. It tastes like a complete combination of both the red and the brown. I mean, you have the Ligero, which gives it the power of almost the Brown Label, but you have the perfect flavor of the Red Label. I mean, it's amazing the way he constructed this.
That's probably the best way to describe the cigar to our fans that are out there listening. I mean, would you say it's a replica of the Brown Label meets the Red Label?
Yeah, it's like a complete hybrid for it. It's amazing. I mean, it's just
if you smoke the Brown Label and you've smoked the Red Label, take those cigars apart, put them together, and then smoke this, and that's kind of what you're getting. You're getting that kind of a special blend out of it.
It's amazing in that sense. I mean, there's nothing like this. I mean, the Red Label itself was great. The Brown Label by itself was great. But mixing the two together was just perfect. I mean, it's blended just amazing. I can't even get over it.
And, I mean, if you guys are watching, we are mixing these cigars together right now.
Oh, yeah.
And I can tell you there's a very big difference versus the East and West.
So, yeah, you have complete set different flavors, different power to it, different...
And I'm putting the smoke through my nose. Very, very smooth cigars. I don't know. I'm going to take a shot here. I've been smoking them both, and we're at the body of the cigar, and I want to rate these for the guys. So yeah, let's give your opinion. I don't know what you're going to put up. You don't know what I'm going to put up, and let's just I'm going to call it West right now.
Yeah, you know what? I was actually going to put up with East, but with flavor-wise, I'm really liking. But the truth is, it's pretty close. It's really close for me. I almost can't even say it. The West has, you know, its own distinct flavor. The East has its own distinct flavor. But I have to say the West is burning, you know, really nicely. But they're both almost perfect. I mean,
what are you going to go with for the overall body of the cigar?
Body of the cigar. Overall, I probably would go with West, just because of the flavor you're getting out of it right now. It's so consistent.
It really is a consistent, smooth, medium-bodied cigar versus the a little bit fuller. And I don't want to misconstrue strength. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm telling you that the East Coast, the Zona del Este, is probably a 6.5 and 7 in strength. It's not a harsh cigar for you guys out there. We're just literally breaking down these cigars to perfection for you guys to get a real good understanding. Right now, through the body of the cigar, I'm going to say that the West is making it's giving me a better taste, a taste that I'm looking for right now. Yeah. That's just my opinion. Josh, you go with your own.
You know what? I have to agree with the West only in the sense that it really is. It's just keeping up with that flavor so perfectly. Everything's just. I mean, the East is really nice too, but the West is just really. I don't know. West is something special that he really put out. You know.
Okay.
They're both pretty nice though.
We're going to get to the finish of the cigar, and we'll be back. All right, so young Joshua here, the Cigar Guru, has been sitting here patiently and not even patiently. I just think you've just been enjoying your cigars.
Loving these cigars.
I mean,
completely.
We're getting down to the finish here, and unfortunately for me, I had Jill, the very hot and attractive Altati's rep, walk through the door. I got old man Bert from Oliva, Bert Gottfried, in the back room in the private club waiting for me. But in between, we had a whole bunch of customers, so I had to put my cigars down and never really got a chance to get to the true finish of it. But I know Josh did, and one of the things that Josh and I were discussing before getting back on video was the labels. And I noticed you do what I do. You wait for the cigar to burn right down to the label. And explain to these people why you do that, Josh.
Well, what happens is the glue from the label that holds the label basically together. Well, it ends up getting really hot and it heats up, and you're able to basically peel these labels off so much nicer and so much easier. And the thing with these cigars is they have labels like how the Cuban regional labels are. This one says Exclusivo Zona del Este, and the other one says...
Right here, this is the Lotto Occidental.
Exactly. And, so basically what happens is in the Cuban cigars, they're starting to put them out in different places, such as they have an Asian regional one. They have a regional one for certain parts of Europe. And it was definitely fun to see how Pete did this with this cigar. I think it really is going to make a big difference, just showing how they have these exclusives.
I love it. I mean, Pete's constantly innovating himself, man, and and speaking with him on the phone on a day-to-day basis, he's just so passionate about. I mean, he's already working on what's new, what's next, and I mean, gosh, give people a chance to get their hands on stuff that this guy Pepin. We were just talking to Bert about this. I don't know how he's capable of pulling it off, but then when you speak to Pepin and he says, do you know how many cigars I made out of the Partagas factory? He can do it, and his consistency remains the best.
Oh, the quality
remains top notch.
Really
I mean, and here he is, he's getting ready to make San Cristobal for Ashton. I mean, the guy's just not stopping, and it's phenomenal that he can consistently make cigar after cigar exactly what you're supposed to be getting. And I'm just excited about us doing this, and I want to thank you, number one, for sitting here with me, Josh. We've been here since, it's now 10 minutes to 3, and we've been here since 11 o'clock this morning recording this video. And I want to discuss real quick the finish of the cigar, because I think I noticed something. Let me get your opinion first, and I want to see if it coincides with mine.
Well, one thing that I'm really loving about the East is the consistency that you're getting out of the power. You definitely have a little bit more of a powerful cigar. And I really I like a lot of the power, and it maintains its flavor the entire time. So really, I really love the West.
The East, let me tell you something. I went with the West as far as the body of the cigar.
Yeah.
Because I like the flavor, I like the smoothness of it. Although you know immediately the East is a great cigar.
Yeah, exactly. Right when you light it up, you get an initial.
When you smoke that Lotto, it almost says, okay, you know what? I'm going to stick my head out here. I think we're a little greater. But as I'm getting through the body of the cigar, I put the Lotto down. I smoked it a little bit just now, just to get it to burn more towards the finish. But to be honest with you, I don't want to hold it.
No, yeah, I'm down almost to nothing, and I'd say the East is definitely finishing. In my opinion,
I think it's finishing. I would say, out of a scale of 1 to 10, 7 or 8 times better.
Oh, I agree 100%. I mean,
okay.
It maintains its flavor.
I want to get to.
Yeah, it's such a nice cigar. Every aspect of it really just. It really came out more in the end even than you'd ever expect.
So I'm going right now. I mean the flavor, and just to give you some taste notes of the East. I mean I almost get like a licorice taste note in it, like
somewhat like a cocoa-y taste even.
A cocoa-y. You taste the sweetness,
yeah,
but you also taste the power.
Yeah, and it
which
never
is
loses it.
What fascinates me about these cigars. I mean, that's it. I mean, I'm going to go, I think overall, I'm going to vote it East.
Yeah, that's
there it is. You got it from Kris Basso and Josh, young Joshua the Guru. We're going with the East. And I'll see you guys next month. This is Kris Basso, www.tobaccoworldcigars.com. And remember, I love to smoke. If I could smoke in my sleep, I would. And if I die and they don't allow smoke in heaven, I want a first-class ticket to hell. I'll see you next weekend. My quote of the week, smoke a cigar a day. It'll save somebody else's life. See you next week.